Imagine a social media giant, once on top, now seeing a shocking decline in user growth rate. Yes, we're talking about TikTok, the app that took the world by storm since its inception in 2016, steamrolling competition from 2020 to mid-2022, is now witnessing a disconcerting dip in its daily active users, or DAUs. Business Insider, quoting a report from analytics firm Evercore ISI, paints a grim picture. The fourth quarter of 2023 saw TikTok trailing behind Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook in terms of DAUs. This abrupt downfall left analysts in disbelief. TikTok, once the undisputed champion of the social media realm, a platform that destroyed the rankings, leaving major American social networks in its wake, is now struggling to keep up. The once mighty TikTok now lags behind Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook in daily active users. Let's rewind and look at TikTok's journey, from its launch to the present day. Bursting onto the scene in 2016, TikTok quickly became a cultural phenomenon. Its unique blend of short, snappy videos and catchy tunes captured the hearts of people around the globe, particularly the younger generation. In the span of a few short years, it skyrocketed in popularity, outpacing other major social networks. Its golden era was undoubtedly between 2020 and 2022. During this time, TikTok was an unstoppable force, leaving seasoned social media giants like Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook in its wake. This platform, developed by China-based parent company ByteDance, was not just an app, but a cultural movement. It shaped trends, created celebrities, and even influenced the music charts. In 2020, it achieved the remarkable feat of becoming the most downloaded and the highest-earning application in the world. But as they say, what goes up must come down. In the fourth quarter of 2023, TikTok's growth rate took a nosedive. For the first time since its inception, it lagged behind other social networks in the daily active user index. This was a shocking turn of events, considering the app's previous dominance in the rankings. A closer look at the data reveals that the decline in TikTok's growth rate was largely due to young people deleting the app. Business Insider speculates that this is because the first of TikTok, who were around 13 when the app launched, are now in their 20s. This is a time in their lives when they start to become more independent, form more relationships, and have more responsibilities, leaving less time for scrolling through TikTok. But it's not just about having less time. Many young people have expressed concerns about the amount of time they were spending on the app and the intrusive nature of its algorithm. In response to this trend, TikTok representatives did not provide specific feedback, but mentioned that the app offers several tools for users to manage their time. Once a chart-topping sensation, TikTok now faces a decline. As the app struggles to hold onto its user base, the question remains, can TikTok reinvent itself and regain its lost popularity, or is this the beginning of the end? But what's causing this exodus? Why are young people deleting TikTok? The theory that's making the rounds suggests this shift might be due to a mixture of lack of time and simple boredom. It's no secret that TikTok, with its quick, snappy videos, was a magnet for the teenage demographic. In fact, when TikTok first took the world by storm back in 2016, its most active users were around 13 years old. Now, fast forward to today. These early adopters are at least 20 years old. They're stepping into adulthood, juggling responsibilities, fostering relationships, and diving into work. In the midst of all this, TikTok's bite-sized entertainment may not hold the same allure. This isn't just speculation. Statistics from Data.ai show a nearly 9% decrease in the average monthly number of TikTok users aged 18 to 24 in 2023, compared to the previous year. The Wall Street Journal also conducted a survey revealing that many young adults in their 20s are actively deleting TikTok from their phones. They cite spending too much time on the app as the main reason. Take Keila Bruce, a 27-year-old accountant from New York. She quit TikTok last year, feeling that the platform knew too much about her. Then there's Gautam Mengi, a film school student in Los Angeles. He saw his studies suffering and his grades dropping due to his TikTok addiction. He had to attempt deleting the app 3 times before finally succeeding. These stories aren't unique. They represent a growing trend among young adults who are choosing to step away from TikTok, reevaluating how they spend their time, and reconsidering the role of social media in their lives. So, as TikTok's initial user base grows up and takes on more adult responsibilities, the app seems to be losing its grip. The teenage thrill of endless scrolling and viral challenges doesn't quite fit into the busy schedule of a 20-something-year-old. As the initial user base grows up, TikTok no longer holds the same appeal. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Here are some real-life stories of young people deleting TikTok. Keila Bruce, a 27-year-old accountant from New York, made a conscious choice to distance herself from TikTok. She felt the platform had become too intrusive, almost as if it knew too much about her. It's an alarming realization, isn't it? When an app designed for entertainment starts to feel like it's prying into your personal life, it's a clear sign that something needs to change. For Keila, that change was hitting the delete app button, a decision that has since given her a newfound sense of privacy and control. Now let's switch coasts and meet Gautam Mengi, a film school student in Los Angeles. Gautam's story takes a slightly different turn. He found himself falling down the TikTok rabbit hole, with the app taking up more and more of his time. His studies began to suffer, his grades dropped, and he realized he was neglecting his real-life responsibilities. The wake-up call was harsh, but necessary. It took Gautam 3 attempts to delete the app, but he finally managed to do it last December. Since then, he's been able to refocus on his studies and regain control of his time. These stories aren't isolated incidents. They reflect a growing trend among young adults who are choosing to delete TikTok. Whether it's because they feel the app is too intrusive or because it's consuming too much of their time, the underlying theme is the same. The allure of TikTok is starting to fade, and the platform's hold on its users is loosening. These stories reveal a harsh reality. TikTok's hold on its users is slipping. The app that once dominated the social media landscape is now facing a reality check. Users are realizing that their time and privacy are valuable commodities, and they're deciding that TikTok might not be worth the trade-off. It's a sobering thought for the platform, and a clear sign that change is on the horizon. So what does TikTok have to say about this alarming trend? And what does the future hold? In response to the declining daily active user growth rate, TikTok representatives have remained somewhat tight-lipped. They've avoided commenting directly on the trend of young people deleting the app or the stalling of their DAU index. Instead, they've highlighted the various tools the app provides to manage screen time. TikTok offers a number of tools, from customizable screen time limits to sleep reminders, a representative stated. Millions of people are using this feature to proactively make decisions about time allocation. But TikTok's challenges extend beyond declining user numbers. The platform is facing an array of legal battles across the globe. These legal issues pose a significant threat to TikTok's future. Just last week, US President Joe Biden voiced his intention to sign a bill banning TikTok should Congress pass it. This comes after former President Donald Trump labeled TikTok a national security threat, a label that has carried significant repercussions. However, Trump warned against outright banning the platform, raising concerns about the potential benefit to other social media giants. I don't want Facebook to double in size. If TikTok is banned, a series of platforms will benefit, mostly focusing on Facebook. I think Facebook is dishonest and is an enemy of the American people, he stated in an interview. Despite these challenges, TikTok remains a force to be reckoned with in the social media landscape. In 2020, the app surpassed major platforms like YouTube and Facebook to become the most downloaded app in the world. It also became the highest-earning app, reflecting its enduring popularity and influence. But as user numbers decline and legal troubles mount, TikTok's future is anything but certain. The app will need to navigate these challenges with care, innovating and adapting to retain its user base and stay relevant in an ever-changing digital landscape. As TikTok navigates these challenges, only time will tell what the future holds for this once dominant social media app.